Good morning, good afternoon, good whatever time it is. Welcome to another exciting edition of the Africa UAE Business Summit. For those who are new here, this is a platform that is purely directed towards just exploring the global potential of the African entrepreneur. And we are here to educate, inspire, and inform you on how you can take your business to the next level. Of course, right now, the focus is on Africa, UAE, seeing how Africans can go to the UAE or can expand their businesses into the UAE and really find, find success. And so today is an exciting session. We're calling it Making It in Dubai, because today we're going to be speaking to Africans who've made it in Dubai. We'll be hearing from them, their stories, their challenges, the things they had to overcome. Because in my experience working with African entrepreneurs, and I've had the privilege of working with African entrepreneurs a lot, from starting my company, Mawaida Africa, which we are a marketing agency. So obviously, I've been involved in business development for the better part of the agency since 2017. Yeah. So the thing I have learned is that Africans have a lot of capacity. Okay. We're very innovative, very hardworking, very creative. And obviously it's because of the kind of environment that we operate in. And so in my experience, anybody who has survived in business in Africa for more than 5 minutes is probably very, very good at what they do, because you really have to be good at what you do for you to even survive. Okay. And so when I started working a lot in Dubai and traveling to Dubai a lot, I realized that we have the capacity to make it on a global stage. We have what it takes. Okay. You take an average Kenyan entrepreneur, take an average South African entrepreneur, throw them with the best in the world, and I can almost bet you they will beat them hands down, because everybody else is used to systems that work, is used to a very simple, straightforward thing. For us, before you survive, you have to be so creative, you have to be so innovative, you have so much working against you. And so that is why we started the Africa UAE Business Summit, to really educate, inspire, and inform African entrepreneurs about the opportunities out there. But the other flip side is also to inform everybody else about the opportunities in Africa. Because I think, to be honest, Africa has come of age. We've gotten to a point where we are not that continent that you just come in and take advantage of us and we're just there. The other day in Kenya, if you follow stuff, we had protests, and the young generation was coming up, and there was a guy who was holding a placard up, and he was telling guys, we are not our fathers, man. We will, we will mess you up. We are not our fathers. We are not the same old. It's not business as usual in Africa. We have now come of age. We know who we are and what we can do. And so this is the time to create partnerships. And so the idea for this is for Africans and for people from outside to discover what are the opportunities that are available in Africa, and how can you partner with Africans, so that then, and by the way, most people around the world are actually decent, honest, hardworking people who just want to do fair trade. And so that's the conversation that we are here to hold. How can we work together? How can we come together and really take advantage of all the opportunities that are there, both in Africa and the UAE? And that's what the Africa UAE Business Summit is about. And so today we're going to be hearing from amazing, exciting stories from Africans in the UAE who have a lot of experience in that space. And so I won't even waste a lot of your time. We're going to go right into it. Let me bring on my first guest. Hi, Ayman.
Hi, Bonnie. Good evening, and thank you for hosting me today in the African UAE Summit. It's a pleasure to be among you guys.
Awesome. So, Ayman, tell us, so you've been in Dubai since 1997. So you have literally watched the transformation of Dubai. I always tell a joke that a few years ago, Dubai was the size of Thika. Thika is a really small town in Nairobi, in Kenya. And today
Yeah,
it's as big as New York. But you have actually seen it. So start by giving us a background of yourself and also your experience of how you watched Dubai's transformation, and then move into how did you get into business and how did you get into real estate?
okay. I came to Dubai at the late 1997, and I was working in retail, Reka Street. By this time, Reka Street was a downtown, which witnessed all the actions, especially in the shopping festival. And it was the early years of the shopping festival when I saw firsthand how people are coming in order to attend this festival and get benefit of the promotions that delivered by the business entrepreneurs in Dubai at the early 2000s. After this, I joined the academic field. I worked for American University for like 18 years, and this is where I got my master degree. I graduated from the MBA program in 2018. After this, I joined the Dubai government in the aviation sector. I was working for the company that's tasked for developing the Dubai airports. And I saw firsthand also how they are keen about adopting the new technologies and get people equipped to use this technology in order to improve the image of Dubai and make it the brand Dubai, which is right now, and have this big number of visitors across the year and delivering the best services to them. So, what's fascinating me about Dubai is that the technology they adopt at early stages. Were having a section responsible about the innovation itself. I was tasked for developing the new graduates, especially the young people who graduate from university and join their first job with us. And we created a sense of loyalty. We were all serving the Dubai brand, how to adopt the best practices in order to give a hospitality environment that welcomes everyone across the whole world. And this is one of the best things about Dubai. And people are hesitating about coming to Dubai, especially the Africans, and conducting their own businesses here. But this is one of the best cities. You can feel comfortable, secure, and you can feel equal to anyone else over here. And the government itself is keen about the progress of the city and make it encouraging to join everyone. And the golden visa, for example, is one of the proofs that they are keen to incubate the people who has talent, or the entrepreneurs, people who can help build up the city and make it in the high ranks that it's occupying now, from the competitiveness between the other cities across the world. And after the Corona or the COVID hit the whole world, Dubai was one of the first cities that came back to normal life. And actually, I took this chance in order to go out from the day job or working for governments, and I start my business as a real estate CEO. And there, after the COVID, with the pickup of the real estate market, especially in Dubai, we received a lot of people who came from Canada, from US, from Europe. They like it to live in Dubai because it was less less containing that the other cities who applied the distance the social distance very hardly, especially also the Chinese part. So everyone was eager after the comeback to come and conduct a new business, and I was one of those people. I started working on the real estate as a business owner, and I took the brand and I opened also in Ras Al Khaimah, because Ras Al Khaimah is the coming Dubai. Everyone is saying that Ras Al Khaimah is like Dubai 10 years ago. So whoever who didn't catch the real estate boom in Dubai, he can catch it now in Ras Al Khaimah with the new launch of this casino and the business district they are developing. I saw the plans they are planning for 2050, and this whole city will be like New York as well, like how Dubai developed from the time I saw it, 1997 till now. Ras Al Khaimah will be more promising and more developing, and it's all coming up in a very quick speed. So I encourage everyone to come and visit Dubai, visit Ras Al Khaimah, and explore the opportunities in the Northern Emirates as well, because the environment here is very encouraging, and it will support you to succeed in your business. And being an expat, and I was also keen about having a bridge between UAE and my home country, Egypt. And I took it from Egypt toward the whole African continent. Now I'm making this partnership with many of the African developers in Ivory Coast and Mozambique and Nigeria, and we are focusing on the sustainable development, because this one of the fields which I studied in my master degree. We are keen about doing renewable energy project like solar panels, efficient housing. We are seeking new technologies. I am also my profession in real estate. It helped me connect with a lot of very influential people and business people who are keen more now to save the environment and save the planet for the coming generations. And I feel it's my duty that I have to contribute to this development, and we have to contribute in a way that will not deplete the resources. And when it comes to understanding how our resources is depleted, there is no more than the Africans who understand this. So now I'm keening about going into real estate development with a focus on sustainable development and focus on saving the planet and focus of having a prospective future for the young generation, for my kids and from kids, their kids after that. So I welcome everyone to connect with me, and through the UAE Africa Summit, we are also attending regularly the events which is being conducted, and I will be happy to support anyone or give advice or a consultation, and consider me as your brother who can provide you with all resources that will help you in your field of industry, and it will help you get a better understanding about the city here and about the whole UAE and how you can get successful in it. So come on, guys, you are welcome here, and you have your brothers on the ground. We are welcoming you all, and please feel free to approach us for any questions or any inquiries in the future. Thank you, Johnny. I think my 10 minutes are up. If you leave me the whole night, I will be speaking. But I have to give a chance to my colleagues.
In the 1 minute that is left, because you have just 1 minute, I want you to give me just a quick snapshot of the ROI. What's the real estate ROI in terms of the buying price and the rent that you get per year? What kind of percentage are you looking at? And what's the capital gains in Dubai? Just an average. I know it's not an exact number, just an average.
The ROI is different according to the investment model. Either you will invest for long-term or short-term residentials, and also for commercials. But it starts from around 5 to 6% up to 18% in residential, especially if you are doing the holiday homes in a busy section like downtown Dubai, places by the beach. Now the Murjan Island is having a lot of branded developments, hotels 5-star like Address, Nobu Beach, Radisson, all of this well-known brands, which guarantee a high occupancy with high rental rate. Also commercial is very rewarding. Commercial it reach out up to 22%. So this is when it comes to the ROI. As for the capital appreciation will not be less than 15% per year, especially because there is a very good plan in place up to 2020, 2050 for adding more financial centers, industrial facilities. So this all will help in the appreciation. Also, the casino and the expected visitors across the year and the increment in Dubai projects and the new Palm and Jabal Ali, all of this
Mhm.
plans sustain the capital appreciation. Plus, there is no taxes on the residentials, and also your investment is very secured by the government. And now they are taking a transparent approach when it comes to all the data. You can experience all the rentals, sales directly from the land department database, which guarantee that you have
Mm.
very good data that you can take an informative decision based on it.
Awesome. Awesome. Unfortunately,
Thank
you
you.
have taken 2 minutes, but it's okay.
Yeah, okay, man. Next time
That
I
is
will cut
amazing.
short.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Don't
man.
worry. No,
Thank
it's
you for
just
the
because
listening.
today we are inspiring our brothers and sisters in Africa. So I
Yes,
have a
yes.
long list of African entrepreneurs who've made it in Dubai. And that's my aim for today, to show you that people are making it, people like you across Africa are making, and I love this because we have you from Egypt, we have someone from Kenya and Uganda, we have someone from Nigeria. Couldn't get anyone from South Africa, but that's for next time. So we are just bringing a wide variety of people for people to see, and people in different sectors, so that people can see that, you know what,
This is very good.
guys can make it here and they need to come here. So definitely we'll be engaging with you more. Just stay in the backstage. In case of questions, I can bring you back. Thank you very
Sure.
much, Ayman.
Thank you.
I will bring in Henry. Henry, are you with us?
Yes, I'm with you.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Welcome, Henry. So tell us, wewe ni Mkenya mwenzangu, you're a
Mm,
fellow Kenyan.
yeah.
Fellow Kenyans, the Kenyans will understand that joke. The rest of the people don't worry. You just know it's an inside joke among Kenyans. So, welcome very much. Quickly rush through, and I know you only have 10 minutes, but just tell us who you are, your journey into the UAE, and some of the things you've learned.
So thanks, Bonnie. My name is Henry. I came into the UAE in 2019, and currently I'm the founder of we call it's Squadly. So Squadly, I think right now we can actually say is actually the only African owned tech firm. I'm still yet to hear from any other person who's going to take away that mantle. But yeah, for the first time, I think there is an African tech firm that is based in the UAE. Uh, One way or another, well, my journey was, I think at one point I had to realize that I was not built for the corporate environment. So this got me thinking that okay, everybody who's starting a software company, everybody's rushing towards doing what payment gateways and all that. But my journey throughout, I think for if you calculate it over 14 years, I've done so many systems, from banking systems and all that. So I wanted a solution. I needed to build a solution that would encompass all that, from workflows, payments, and all that kind of thing. And I realized there was a gap. We talk about AI right now, but there's something interesting that you'll have to realize, that you cannot do AI and you forget a certain level of businesses, and that's where the SMEs come in. If you can't automate their processes and all that. And so that's how I decided, for the last 2 years, what we've been building is a bespoke HR solution. Because as a tech firm, I felt that, I don't want to be just any tech firm, but I want to actually address real-time problems and all that. And what really encouraged me even to actually do this is that somebody once said that I can't code here in the UAE. And everybody who comes to the UAE, actually, interestingly, somebody said that Africans can't write code. They always used to Asians as the ones who actually write code. And I felt maybe we need to show them that Africa's got talent as well. So and those were a lot. Those are the reasons that inspired me to actually do this. And it's been a crazy 2-year journey, and I think it's ending actually next month. Will be officially 2 years, but it has not been easy. It has not been easy, but the environment in the UAE has been very supportive. I do not think I would have gotten as much support or partnerships or even alliances that are currently there to be able to make certain decisions that I have done. And with everybody who comes in to the UAE, everybody is always thinking about the hospitality industry, real estate and all that. So for me, this is different, and it is just a way to show that, yep, we actually are able, there are the opportunities. We got these talents, and we are able to achieve that.
Awesome, awesome. And Henry, that transition into from the job market into the market that is getting into business. I mean, I always say first, a few years ago there was that move of be your own boss, and by the way, it's a good thing. The people who have that passion for entrepreneurship, it's not for everyone, but there are those again who have a passion and who have a talent really for business, maybe not fully part-time. How was that transition from job into business, and also cracking the Dubai ecosystem? Because I think you started your business in Dubai. You are not there in Kenya. You started in Dubai and you've grown in Dubai. How was it cracking the market there? And what are those things that really helped you to crack the market quicker?
It's a painful, and looking at the way I decided to actually start this, normally people, what you do is that I have a 9 to 5 job, and you use whatever you're earning to actually fund whatever you're doing. In my case, it was different. Well, there's a word I actually use. They say cold turkey. I had to go in, and yeah, they say entrepreneurship is not for everyone, because it's not easy. Because if it was easy, then everybody would be an entrepreneur and all that. And uh, a few months ago, actually, I was going through what you call a pre PMF pain cave. That is a post market fit pain cave. You really do not understand that. You at that time you're really having regrets. You're really having regrets about, is this the right path? Is this who's going to love it and all this kind of stuff? But who's going to love your product and all that? And the partnerships have helped. And I want to take this opportunity actually to talk about the UAE networking group. It has really helped, because people are busy in this country. I lived in my own apartment for 3 years, and I can never, I never met, I can't even tell you who my neighbor was. So that is how busy Dubai at times can get. So for things like the UAE networking group, that gave me a platform. Because I was working thinking that I wanted to present there. And when I did, it opened up opportunities. I wanted to launch my system last year. I couldn't, because you come and realize that, you're not just building a system that is for this particular market. You have countries outside there also looking at it. Yesterday, I actually got feedback as far as the UK, where they're looking at the system and they're saying, okay, finally we think. And for the first time, I felt now I actually have an MVP version. So it's a good thing also as well, thinking about starting a business in Dubai. But then you have to realize that the level of scrutiny is on another level. You have all these nationalities, all these countries looking at it, but the networking has really helped in terms of working, meeting this, all these like HR administrators and all that, people who actually do these workflows and all that, as in it's actually their job. They've actually helped in terms of, uh, you have your gaps, you've identified gaps in the market, and they tell you, you know, if this is also what we would actually want in a system. Looking at Squadly HR right now, we can easily compete with any, or any in the best in the market.
Mm, mm. Wow, wow. And that's a good point, because that has been my experience, you know, interacting with the UAE market, and then also backed by the knowledge and the in-depth knowledge that I have about the ecosystem in Africa and in Kenya. Like, we actually have what it takes. I mean, of course, yes, you need to go there, you need to sharpen, you need to adjust yourself. But by and large, many of us actually have what it takes to make it in that market. It's just like you're saying, um, taking that leap, that cold turkey, and succeeding. And one of the good news, and Henry was telling me before we went on that actually through this webinar, he was able to lock some deal that was in the pipeline. And that's what that by the way, you made my day, Henry.
Yeah, but it's true. You know, there's and I said it. I actually said it earlier before that. There's this notion that we as Africans need to just get rid of. You know, these things about somebody can jinx you, and all that. You know, and I was saying, you know, this working in silence, to me, it's like you can be working in silence and you're building nonsense and all that. You do not know who's watching. You do not know. You need to talk. I remember at one point, when I wanted to start this, somebody was like, why would you even want to start a startup here in Dubai and all that kind of stuff? Um, there are people who cannot take risks. We come from different backgrounds as it is, but you come and realize that you've got the potential. Maybe you come with a plan, but we need to be very vocal as well. That's why, at least I try to be vocal. They say I like a lot of PR, but yes, we got to be vocal. We need to tell people that we are doing this. I'm not building a unicorn. It's not like it's the only solution. There are other solutions, but it is competing with now the big brands in the market here in the UAE. And personally, I felt, and from the comments I got from as far as this is Scotland, and the guy was like, nah, the interface, the intuitiveness of that solution is good. We need to be vocal, and we need to tell people that, you know, it's not just about coming here and being nannies, and not that they're bad jobs, but you see, they rank them here. They call them 5th level skills jobs. For now, my next visa that is going to be made, it's going to be tagged that I'm going to be an investor. It's an investor visa that I'm getting, and that is what I'm going to get as from next week. So we need to be very vocal. I was shocked. Actually, one of the developers who's going to I'm going to employ is actually a Kenyan.
Oh, wow.
Because everybody always thinks, yeah. So there are so many interesting things. And the minute I started talking about this and the interactions, I realized that, oh, there are other Kenyans that are doing interesting business. Whatever I'm wearing right now, it's called the Story Collections. It's a lady, it's a Kenyan lady who designs this. So I have a whole collection, like about 6 of them I'm supposed to wear, because Dr. Steiner said I'm not good in suits. I should stop wearing suits and all that. I hope he's listening. But yeah, it's a lady and it's custom. And this would actually compete with those top brands and all that. But nobody knows about the Story Collections and all that.
The Louis Vuittons
Yeah.
and the Chanel, and those are just brand names. And trust me, I'm in brand marketing, I'm in PR. So you can't tell me nothing bad about PR, because man, that's what pays my bills and my people's bills. So that's the thing. We have to speak. If no one knows about your product, it doesn't exist.
Yeah. No. In fact, even right now, despite I think somebody would ask, how come you couldn't start it back at home? It's the same thing. even those we expect to actually try and help us be vocal, it's actually hard to get. At least you give us an audience in this kind of setups and all that. For them, they're busy talking about brands. You want to complain about Safaricom, those ones have already made it. They've already made it, but there are others that can actually do even better. There are people who can develop a lot of stuff. Give them that that audience. Right now, we have another organization that we've started. It's called the Founders Hub Africa. So all these founders that we are, as far as the United States, in Africa, and all that. So what we are trying to do is, we know our products, we know what we're trying to do, and if at all I identify, like for right now, the next thing I want to do is to launch the mobile app, and if I don't need to outsource it to India, I can just talk to FHA, and FHA, since they have grassroots in Kenya, they have partnerships with certain organizations in Kenya that are actually training this you're calling them the Gen Z right now, who are actually, for them, this is knowledge for them. They actually do this. They can actually we can actually outsource through them. And FHA is also trying to help in terms of, this is what we're trying to do. We can get talent back at home. We need to, and when we talk about decentralization and all that, Nairobi is crowded also. You see, and that's a difference between UAE and Kenya. Here, you can actually, there are about 7 states, and even the remote ones have hubs, and they kind of put incentives, whether it's licenses that you don't get to pay for corporate tax and all that, but still there's another package. They have events, they have seminars, they bring in investors and all that, but we are not. But FHA, despite all the challenges that we know we are going to face in terms of trying to do this, I still feel the government doesn't understand what the impact ICT can actually have, in terms of, there's so much innovation potential in that. And we hope that with that, the next GTEx Global, and with you and Dr. Hassan, I see the HT crew, I feel, yes, the next GTEx will be, because Morocco has hosted it. We've had HT crew has had the Disrupt events as down under, not down under, that's South Africa and all that. So we want to, for me, I just get this notion out that, you know what, somebody can jinx you. Talk about it. You never know who is listening. And whoever wants to listening, who feels that maybe you're bragging or something like that, that's their own problem, because believe and believe that it can actually work. It is easier said right now, but a few years ago, I was not. There was a time I was like, I have made a mistake. I shouldn't. But look at me now.
That's the thing. And you see, yes. I'm saying
it's not like, I'm saying we've not even made it yet. It's 2 years, and I'm not even going to rush to, as I said, right now we have about a clientele of about 10 companies, and they're spread out across the globe. Why are we not going into, like, no, it's because when you actually get into this sort of, like, this sort of scrutiny, like all this, the whole world is looking at you, you're actually competing with the best. Competition is good. I think that is one thing we've spoken about. Competition is good. It actually makes you sit back and just like, okay, I have to up my game and all that. And I have seen, and but
exactly,
yeah,
exactly.
I can't tell it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And so the thing is, oh, your time, hey, you've eaten a little bit into other people's times, but the point you've made, which is good, don't worry, it happens. But the point that you've made that is very good is that it's easier said than done, but it has to be said before it's done. And so let's shout it at the top of our voices. Let's shout it on the rooftops that Africa has got the potential, and we are here to completely explore it. So Henry, that's all the time we have. Thank you so much for your time. Second time here at the Africa UAE Business Summit. We work with you. There's no such thing as a small thing, Safaricom that you've spoken about, Apple, although there's nothing that is such a thing as a small thing. It's only the thing that is small that people kept at it and it became big. So there's no such. Oh, actually, I should say this: there's no such thing as a big thing. Okay, everything is small until it is nurtured to grow. There's no such thing as a big tree. It's only a small tree that grew. And so we're so excited to see your journey, and we are here as Africa UAE Business Summit to work with you to continue growing. And when you make your millions, you go to Iman and you buy the houses. And we continue. and then Ashley will take us around the world. Ashley and Juvinalis, who are going to be with us. Also Christine. Then when you're celebrating your win, you talk to Christine. She makes some amazing cakes. So when you're celebrating your
yacht party, Juvinalis has spoken about the yacht
Juvinalis, by the way, Juvinalis, they're coming later. Juvinalis, I'm going to need someone to do for you cake for your yacht party as you're celebrating your anniversary. So thank you very much for your time, Henry. Stay in the background. I'm not seeing us keeping within the 1 hour, but hey, the conversation is so sweet. So we'll just continue. So Ashley, get ready, Ashley. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes, Henry, did you say something? I didn't want to cut you off.
No, I'm good.
Awesome. So, Ashley, just get ready. I'm gonna bring you on. Meanwhile, let me see. Oh my, on the comment sections, you guys are blowing up the comment section. I can see Shahida Sali is saying, "Hi everyone, I'm Shahida from Cape Town, South Africa." Great, Shahida. Shah is from Pakistan. She is a great supporter of all our work. Hi, Shah. Love the heart, Bonnie. Thank you. Thank you, Shah. Simon Muredi. That one is definitely from Kenya. This is very informative. I will engage you, Iman. So info@mawaidha.com in case you need to reach out to us. Let me put that up. info@mawaidha.com. Kindly reach out to us. Let's see how we can connect. Harima Alisa from Uganda, based in UAE. Hello, everyone. Hello, Harima. Thank you for joining us. Good day, everyone. D. Yvonne Rivers tuning in from Washington, D.C. with teams in Kenya and Rwanda. Wow, Yvonne, you see, this is truly a global platform. Thank you for joining us. Wazam said, "Wow, I am late." Don't you worry, Wazam. We Africans, so yeah, you're still on time. And by the way, quick tip: this webinar, it will be on all the platforms, on YouTube, on LinkedIn, on Facebook. You'll be able to watch it again after we're done. So go back, rewatch it. Anything you missed, go back. Then reach out to us, info@mawaidha.com. Let's create partnerships, okay? This forum is about talking and walking, okay? As Henry was saying, just preparing for this, he was able to close on a couple of deals. And so that's the thing. Happy connecting with all CEOs, taking notes. Glad and happy to listen to inspiration. Zamzam Said, thank you for that. So I'm going to welcome Ashley. Hi, Ashley, quality.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Ashley. She says she has a cold, so unfortunately, you will have to look at my face and not the beautiful face of Ashley. And from the name, you can tell it is quality. So
I'm really sorry. I really wanted to come with my picture, but I have a very terrible flu and I look so shabby.
Don't worry. So okay, it's a. So let me ask you. So everything of yours is quality. So even your flu is a quality flu.
Exactly. You know what you're talking about now.
So actually, tell us about you, your background. Try and keep it under 10 minutes, but let's know more about you, your background, and what you do.
Okay, my name's Ashley Quality. I'm actually I had you from Kenya. So my mother is a Kenyan, but my dad is Ugandan. So I'm a Ugandan by naturalization and a Kenyan by birth. I came to the UAE in 2015, and I started with a sales job, and I later worked at Al Zahra Hospital as a receptionist, and I quickly left and joined ADNH. My biggest my biggest something that I've always wanted is to move, for better dream, for better things. And that's why I kept on changing jobs immediately. So I didn't want to sit down, and just to be on one thing. I'm not this kind of person who wanted to just to look at things the way they are, but I wanted to have a different picture of myself. So later on, when I joined ADNH, I joined as a security supervisor in Abu Dhabi. And quickly, when I was at Abu Dhabi, I joined Zara. And that is exactly when my life started changing. While at Zara, I was able to change again and joined a tours and travel company. And there I worked as a salesperson. But my biggest reason why I worked in that company that time, I really wanted to know what's actually happening in tours because, like, since I was a little person, I had this entire dream of doing tourism. I I. It is by then I got a diploma in human resource, though I have a degree from Makere University for journalism. And after I left Dusk Travels and Tours, I started my own company, Ashley Tours and Travel. But my biggest let's say my biggest force was like from the community. It is the community that first embraced me, and they gave me that energy that actually you really can make this. And just to cut it short, also I'm the PR of the Association of Ugandans in the UAE. That it helps to unite Ugandans and keeping them together, and also helping whenever we have an issue in the community. So because of my lot of hope and engaging in the community, they also didn't leave me behind. And since then, they've been a biggest support system in my business. And also, I'm now an author. I just launched my new book called "Emotionally Drained" on the 1st of September. And yes, that is me.
Wow. Hey, Ashley, you've sure had a quality life. Your quality of life is very high. So that's so interesting. This is about pursuing your passion.
Mhm.
How important is it for entrepreneurs to really pursue their passion? Because entrepreneurship is hard. It is so hard. But at
It,
least if you're pursuing something that you're passionate about, like for me, I'm actually passionate about communicating. I'm a social person. I love talking to
mm,
people, and so I do very
mm.
many things. But at the center of it is communication. That's why I host this webinar and we do events and all that kind of a thing. How important is it for you to pursue your passion in your business?
It is very important because most of the time, why most business do not succeed is because someone is actually doing something they really don't like and they don't have an idea. You know, um, most important, for example, in tours and travel, you have to be this quick person who is ready to do everything every time. You have to be this kind of person who is communicative. You have to have the great customer service. So if you feel like you're a slow person and you cannot handle this, it is very hard. You have to, for example, it's like you opening up a salon and you don't have any idea of how to plait hair. It becomes difficult because at that moment you're going to have problems with employees. You don't know how this kind of new style. So you have to be a person who is trendy to know what's happening. You know, oh my God, am I there? So you have to be knowing like what's happening. I'll give an example of Jeff. He's my colleague. I saw him on the panel.
Ah,
Jeff is this kind of a person who gets to know like what the community really needs. You find him so engaging into events. Like I am engaging into the community, helping the community, being a philanthropist. He is actually entertaining the community, arranging desert safaris, arranging this like going to other places like Hatta, because this is what he really loves. So if you don't have a passion, you really can't do something better. And the entrepreneurship is not a joke. It is something you have to be ready for. But again, we're not discouraging people out there that, this is really hard. No, if I made it, then you can make it. I mean, why not? Everyone can, like Barack said.
no man is limited, as Eliud
Yes.
Kipchoge said. No man is limited, and that is actually the spirit of Africa. Is the spirit of Kenya, and also the spirit of Africa, that we push it to the limit and we defy the limits. So,
And I like
thank you
the
so much.
fact that
Yes.
I also like the fact that Africans in the United Arab Emirates do really support each other. Like
Mm,
if a person knows that this person is doing this kind of business, they'll always be there for you. Like that's why you see it is a small community, but we get to know each other. You remember when Henry
exactly.
talked about Amiani, like we are always there for each other, and this is the kind of
Mm,
spirit we need, like to always be there for each other, to support each other in good and bad. And also
yeah.
it's important to have this kind of conversation, because this kind of a conversation, they get you out from the comfort zone you are at, and you're like, okay, I need to thumb up to be like, hey man, something like that. I told you, it's not really easy to do something you don't have passion for. So I have this real estate company. I didn't mention I'm a manager there, but it's kind of
Mm.
really like difficult for me to fit into that. Like I'm trying to push myself so well, but now that you've introduced us to him, I think it's a very good venture, and I'm so thankful to be on this platform today.
Awesome, Ashley, and you have given us one very quality presentation and one quality contribution.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm not even the one who's saying it. Zamzam Saeed is saying, "Wow, Ashley."
Oh,
Yeah. Big thank out. Hi, Mr. William. Thank you for helping us. Yes, just as Ashley was saying, the African community is so supportive. And the chairman, the chief elder of the African community is definitely Mr. William Stenhouse. He couldn't be with
exactly.
us, but he is the chief elder, the chief. He's our chief African out there in Africa, just doing amazing things, connecting us. And let me tell you, William has such a passion for Africa. You cut his blood, and Africa just flows out. And he's actually not even from Africa. He's actually from the US, but an African American from the US. But his passion for Africa is truly unbounded. But today he said, let's give an opportunity for the African entrepreneurs to speak. So thank you very much, Ashley. Just stay in the background. Don't leave us yet. We're gonna continue engaging. And also in case of questions. So that was Ashley Quality. Christy, you're with us. Just get ready, Christy. I'm gonna be bringing you on. We are moving with. Let me just check. Let me check the comments first. Robert Monekindaro is saying, especially Kenyan flour, fruits and vegetables, great plots farms for sale. Okay. Robert Mwanekindaru, Thomas, Regina Thomas is saying that was a nice symposium on real estate market in the UAE. Yeah, great conversations going on, great conversations. So we are gonna move to the West Africa right now, and I'm gonna welcome my sister, Christy.
Hi, Mr. Bonnie. Good evening.
Christy, how far now?
I'm okay. Oh, I did. How you
How
did
far
now?
now?
I do. Can you hear me?
I did final.
Oh, gladly.
I can hear you
So,
clear. I can hear you proper.
have you had some snacks today, like a croissant or some cakes?
No, actually. Just my breakfast. I still have I had some coffee earlier on,
Oh
but I
no.
don't have croissants.
That's because you didn't reach out to me earlier.
You
Right.
would have sorted me out.
Oh, so fast. I'm telling you.
Oh, so welcome, Christy. Thank you so much for joining us. So it's very simple. Tell us about your history. You're originally from Nigeria. You can say hi. You know, we are Africans, so you get on and you greet your mama, you greet your people from Ogun State, and you tell them how be now. Eh? You say hi to them, and then tell us about your experience in your experience in the UAE and Dubai, and inspire all our Africans out there to know that you can actually make it in Dubai.
So, hi everyone. My name is Christy Garba, the CEO to Dubai Niger Baker. Apparently, the main name is Christie's Bakery and Events, but the hashtag is for Dubai Niger Baker. And then I came to the UAE at the year 2019. Actually, I came in here as a waitress. I worked in Two Season Hotel for about 2 years plus. Yeah. But before I came into the UAE, I've been a passion baker for quite a long time. A passionate baker, sorry, for quite a long time. I deal with weddings and events in Nigeria. I used to and still own Christie's Cakes and Events in Nigeria, actually, and still working for me and going on. So when I came to the UAE at the time, no doubt I came as a waitress, but I kind of my passion for baking kept me going. That okay, regardless of where I found myself in a new country, I all I could do for myself was to putting my eyes and ears out there to see the opportunity, to get back into my line where I have passion for. However, I still try my best to give my best to whatever I found myself doing then, while I still search for my passion in where I found myself as a new place. And then, to the glory of God, that same year, I earned the award of the best waitress in Dubai, the best and fastest waitress in Dubai, actually, as at that time. And then while at it, I still try my best to see, okay, fine, how's the market in Dubai? When it comes to the word cake, how is it going to be in Dubai? Yes, the market is large and the competition is whoa. Where do I start from? Where do I begin from? And to some people that I could share that idea with, I could see all the advice coming in is like, oh, you can't do it here, you can't do it, is you can't beat the market out there and all that. But all I could see for myself is I can do it. If they can, I can do it, of course. All I need to do was to reposition myself in such a way that I could be accepted into the market, into the community, anyways. And then what did I need to do? I know I had the African experience, the African certificate, and all sorts. But then let me see what is in their markets that is selling for them, and how would I be able to come in and beat it like so well. So I decided to cross train into pastry at my workplace, and then I got to have a better idea on how they bake their pastries, their cakes, and their events, and how the market is. I tried to learn about it, and then after achieving that, I then I worked hard to like, okay, let me see, and I think I need to start from somewhere. However, it comes anyways. But then trying to be an entrepreneur in a strange or new country, to be honest, is not an easy thing to think of. Let me not lie. But like my sister would say, Ashley, uh, your passion will take you to wherever you dream to go to. As long as you pursue that thing you have passion for, trust me, that passion will take you to the higher place you want to be. So the passion kept me on going on, and then the moment I decided that okay, fine, where do I begin from? Who do I know? Who do I meet? I can't just go to the people that are already used to what they have to try to introduce something new to them that they won't be sure of. So first of all, I was lucky to find an African community called the Blacks Fine Blacks, owned by Mr. Ifeanyi Abraham, sort of. And I spoke to him about it, and I was lucky that he helped me to bring that dream to life. First, he was my first client, and from their hands, I believe that, okay, if this one can love this, why don't I bring more ideas and then meet with more people? And the one biggest problem I have, like everyone is trying to say, is communicate, talk, meet people, advertise yourself and what you're doing. But that's where I have a major challenge in my life. To be honest, I'm not the public speaking person. Like it is right now, struggling to anyway. So, but however, knowing that I don't have, that's where my strength is kind of like a bit low. I still try to meet up with people that can still do it. I try as much as I can to meet up with people that can still do it. That way, I'll be able to be announced, regardless of how I feel. Like, okay, I'm not good with communicating. I'm not a good marketer, sort of, but I'm good at what I do. However, if I can meet one person that can do that, and I can speak to that person freely, the person can speak to one or two persons that can still speak to others. Like, for instance, I appreciate Mr. Williams. He really tried, to be honest. He tried to bring me on board to a couple of times. He could like, okay, there's this event. I'll turn him down. Like, okay, no, the only problem I have is I don't want to speak publicly. That's the problem. But he kept saying, you can just be you, just say something. However, thank you. Kudos to you guys. Thank you for bringing me out again. So the first time I actually attended the webinar, I at Kiza, somewhere like that. I was able to meet up with the likes of their Mr. Uvinalis, something like that. Uvinalis.
Uvinalis, yes.
Yeah, yes. So it's one of my clients.
He's not joining us in a few.
Okay, it's one of my clients too. Apparently, that's how I meet up with people, and I kept on going, and I kept on trying to check for more opportunities. Now, when I look at the markets in Dubai, the cake market especially, to be honest, the competition is large. But then I bring in a little bit of African touch to it, and I bring in the one I learned from them to it. Now, I didn't just try to face the African market alone, but then how will I try to check what the consumers really need. Then I work and upgrade myself so I can meet up to it. Now, when I bring this experience together, put them together and produce something different, it now beats the market. I don't know if you get what I mean. So it now comes, it puts me on the top notch. Like, okay, fine. For instance, I can give you an instance. I also produce a drink called Kunu Aya. I just thought about the fact that, yeah, it's an African drink, no doubt, and mostly only Nigerians know it. But then the Arabics, they eat dates. They eat coconuts. They eat tiger nuts. So it's all the extracted milk from them that makes it a drink. So that means it's not just for Africans. That means it can sell out to everyone. So I face them to it. I try to produce the kind of African meat pie, because they have theirs, they call it some other name, So I introduced to them and they liked it. I make the thing. I introduced them, they like it. Now that's how I started going out. I didn't believe that there's a limit to what I'm doing for just Africa. It's just to be sold to Africans alone. No, I believe you can reach out to everybody. As long as it has anything to do with food, it will reach out to everybody. People travel a lot, and the same Nigeria that we produce these things, people come there for vacations and they eat our food, don't they? Of course. So now they don't need to travel to Nigeria. Nigeria is bringing it to them. Now that's how you look at the market in another angle.
And but that's an important point. Yesterday I was watching, I don't know if you know Bien from Kenya. He's a big artist. He used to be with Sauti Sol. So Bien has done a song with Adekunle, Wahala, and Wahala is a Nigerian. It's a Nigerian word that you guys know. But Bien is from Kenya, and the first verse he actually does it in his traditional mother tongue, which is Luya. So I didn't even, because I know Wahala. I know the chorus. I've heard the chorus. I've never listened to the intro. So he went native on the intro, and that is what has made that song. And then Adekunle comes in and adds, his Nigerian flavor. So the thing I think a lot of Africans, and I guess it's a lie we were taught. We were taught, oh, you need to be Western, or you need to be like this. But the thing you don't realize is your culture Your native culture is what gives you the greatest advantage when you go out there, because it's your unique
True.
selling point. You get, like, you
True.
can't out Embu me. Okay, my tribe is Embu. I come from the Embu tribe. I will
Okay.
make you
Yeah.
porridge. If I make you Embu porridge, oh, you're gonna love it. You get. So when I go to the market, that's my unique selling point. Where I come from, my culture, the unique perspective that I'm coming with is actually your highest selling point. So the more global you go, the more native actually you need to go, because that's your unique selling point.
Exactly. So I never left that line anyways, but the only thing I discover is that, okay, if I have to beat the market and blend properly and then get to achieve the goal that I set for myself, then I have to bring in all the nationality together, everybody
Exactly.
together, and then be able to produce what everyone can consume. You get what I mean? So if you want a Nigerian cake today, you can have it. You want an international cake today, you can have it. However you mention, you can have it. And that's the advantage of adding knowledge in what I do, because you won't just dwell by just, okay, oh, I have learned this before. I had once been in this class before. No, we grow every day. The
Every
world
day.
revolves every day. Evolves every day. So that's the way for me. I think that's the way forward in anything you want to do. You've set ahead of you to do. You learn.
Wow.
You try to
Mm.
check make sure you do your market survey properly and learn to know
Yes.
how to blend in, regardless of whatever it is
Mm.
that is blocking you or standing before you as a stumbling block. You can always achieve your dreams if you want to, as long as you have passion for it.
Mm. Mm. Wow. Wow. And Christy, I thought you said you are shy. You say that you're shy, you don't talk in public. I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing you being very confident.
No, I'm just
I thought you
confident in
come
what I
out.
do.
That actually, and what better confidence than that? Confidence in what you do, because that's your space. And that's where
Exactly.
confidence comes from. But I
Exactly.
hear you. I hear you. We are all gifted differently. And maybe one time when I'm coming down to Dubai, I have a client of mine who is a coach, a branding coach, and also a public speaking coach. So you never know. Maybe I need to come down with her, so that because communicating is such a key, just like you said, it's such a
Yeah.
key part of it's a key part of being a business person. And okay,
True.
some people
True.
are naturally gifted at it, but it's also
Yes.
just
True.
a skill like any other, like writing, like reading. And so when you spoke like that, I'm like, yeah, maybe, yeah, I mean, you're already doing really well from this webinar. But yeah, I think you're also right. Maybe I'll actually think of that. We can come down with the branding coach and teach guys about how to communicate and how to build a brand that sells. And you already have fans, by the way. If yeah, he's saying, Christy is amazing. Follow her on Dubai Niger Baker for your best cakes, pastries, and other drinks in Dubai.
Thank you, Mr. Ife.
Yeah, so thank you very much, Christy. Stay in the background. Don't leave us. Just
Thank you
stay in
for
the
the
backstage. I'm gonna bring, last but not least, Mr. Juvinalis. Everyone is talking about him. He's wild famous now. World famous, Mr. Jeff. How are you, sir?
Hi, how are you, Mr. Bonnie?
I'm very fine, very fine, very fine. How are you? Welcome.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Oh wait, there's someone at backstage also. Zhang, you'll also be joining us. Is it Zhang? I can see someone in the backstage, Zhang. So you'll also be joining us. Stay put. I'll be bringing you back. So Jeff, tell us a
Yes.
little bit about you. Of course, you come from the beautiful coastal city of Mombasa. Salimia watu wa Mombasa basi. Waambie jinsi ambavyo basi umefika Dubai, kutoka Mombasa hadi Dubai, direct flight. For those who don't understand,
En route Kenya Airways.
En route Kenya Airways. So, Mr. Juvenalis, welcome to the Africa UAE Business Summit. So, tell us more about yourself.
Thank you very much.
Tell us more about
Yes,
the
thank you very much, Mr. Bonnie Nyaga, by the way. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate, and I don't take this for granted. So to start with, my name is Jeff Juvenalis. I'm the CEO and founder of Juvenalis Tourism, LLC in Dubai. I'm also the CEO and founder of Juvenalis Travel and Tours. based in Kenya, Nairobi, Westlands. In Dubai, we are located in Port Said, Data City Center, near Data City Center Metro Station, exit 2. Building name is Centurion Star Tower, Block B, office number 727. When you come there, you will meet us and we'll be happy to serve you. So we deal with tourism. We are licensed to deal with outbound tour operations. So basically, we deal with the Dubai visa, we deal with air ticketing, we deal hotel booking, we do airport and hotel transfers, we do desert safari, city tour, and among other activities. So to begin with, uh, it was not easy at first because starting a company in UAE is not really easy as people think. But just like my friend Ashley said, passion. I had passion for tourism, and it's the reason why I had to open a tourism company in Dubai. Back then in 2018, I used to, arrange events and like road trips for my fellow Kenyans. We used to go to Abu Dhabi, Ferrari World. We used to go to Jabal Jais. There is a zip line and there is Jais Slider there. We used to go to Hatta Dam for kayaking. We used to go to Al Quain beach. We used to go to we have gone to Al Ain. There is Jabal Lafitte there, the mountain, the highest peak in UAE, by the way. So I've done so many events. There's a safaris. I've done so many events for Kenyans. I cannot even count, more than 100 events. So when I realized that I can do it, that's when I opened the company. And I thank God, so far, so good. Despite the fact it has been hard, we are here where we are now, Mr. Bonnie. So going forward, there's some few things I would like to let people understand. In UAE, the environment for doing business is really nice. We have to appreciate this. The environment is really conducive, and we really thank the government of UAE for giving us the platforms. Like for example, when I was registering my company, it was really smooth and convenient. From getting the license to getting the office, everything, the process is streamlined. It's so easy, and I really appreciate the government of UAE for this, Mr. Bonnie.
Very true. In fact, someone really was asking how much is it to what's the procedure of setting up business? What is the taxation? Taxation is about it's 9%. The corporate tax is 9%, right? But you have
No,
to qualify.
no, it's 8%.
Oh, they moved it down to 8%.
Yes,
Yeah,
the
and let me
corporate tax
tell you
is 8%. Okay, I will explain. We have two types of taxes in UAE. The first is called VAT, value added tax is 5%. All right. And
Yeah.
then we have another one, corporate tax is 8%.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the
Yes.
beautiful part that you have to qualify to pay tax.
Yes, actually it's 375,000 dirhams turnover per year. If you
So
make more than 375,000 dirhams per year, then you have to file your taxes. If you get below that one, then you don't need to file your taxes. You can file zero, nil. In Kenya, we say nil returns.
nil
Yes.
returns. And,
Yes.
and I think that's one thing that unfortunately Kenyan government and African governments have not learned, that actually if you tax lower, you collect more.
More.
Way
Yes.
more. Because what happens
Yeah.
is the lower the tax, the more you actually attract companies to come register in your
Yes.
So it's like, for example, if you collect 10 bob from 1,000 people, that is 10,000, right?
Yes.
But if you collect 500 from only one person,
It's
or
too
500
much.
from two people, that is 1,000. So the guy charging 10 bob has collected 10,000. You have collected
Yes.
1,000.
Yes.
So it's not about the level of increasing the tax rate. It's about increasing tax
Just to
collection.
cut you short, like in airport, like for example, Mombasa International Airport, I was there yesterday. I bought one cup of tea in 250 Kenya shillings. That's roughly 7 dirham. But in Dubai, it's 1 dirham, around 35 Kenya shillings. So it's 10 times more. So I was not seeing so many people buying chai. But when you come here, a small cafeteria, you will see a line of Indians and Pakistanis, queuing and buying the chai. At the end of the day, the person will sell like 1,000 cups of chai. And in Kenya, the person will send only 5 cups or 10 cups a day.
Nothing,
Yes.
and that's one thing that I really hope going forward, maybe our governments can really just think around it. It's I mean, you try to collect taxes, yes, but do it then by making the environment so conducive that there's so much business going on that you actually end up collecting more taxes.
Mr. Boni, before I forget, by the way, much thanks to Christy. I met Christy at Kiza. There was a what is it? Can I call it a conference? It was held by Mr. William. It was, I think, like 1 year ago. So that's how I met Christy, and she made my first cake for my first anniversary for my company.
Here I was connecting you. Kumbe, you guys were connected already.
Mr. William connected us. I knew Mr. William through I knew Mr. William through Mr. Kevin, the guy who made my website for my company.
Yes.
Wow. So I'm gonna give Christy another work to make the cake for the second anniversary. I'm having a second anniversary on 28th this month.
Wow. I love that. Best news ever. Business Africa UAE Business Summit, second business closed. You see?
Yes.
Very good. So Christy, here you have your order. I'm loving this. And this is the power of networking. It's the power, and it's been said a lot by a lot of the contributors here. But I think the one thing that is so interesting about Dubai, as much as it's a big, complex, modern city, it literally operates like a small village, where it's not about who you know. Okay, it's about networking, and so people literally move in their circles. You get And one of the things when we're bringing business people there, one of the things we really try and do is connect them with community. Connect, if they're from Africa, connect them with the African community, connect them with the Pakistani community, connect them with the Indian community, because people operate in circles.
Yes, Bonnie. Actually, it's the connection you're talking about that gave me the courage to start also the company, because I felt I'm too much connected that if I start something, it will, it will blow. Yeah. Connection is everything. Yes.
Your network is your network.
Yes.
So let me look at Zamzam Said is saying habari ya Nairobi. Salama kabisa.
Salama kabisa.
Salama. Christy, you got one follower from me. Zamzam is saying that so I think everybody has spoken. Oh, some guys have left my backstage, but those who are still there. Christy and Ashley, I'm gonna bring you back. We just wrap up this conversation. Everyone else seems to have left. Where's Henry? Anyway. They're coming. Now, Jeff, how important is it? Because I've worked with a lot of entrepreneurs who are coming from Africa, not just Kenya, but across Africa. One of the biggest challenges I find, and I stand to be corrected, is we come with a mentality from, there's a certain mentality we have of, I'm too small. One of the things I think we really minimize ourselves. Okay.
Yeah.
We minimize ourselves. We don't see ourselves in the light that people see us. Okay. Because people are looking at you and what you've done. Like sometimes when I tell people, like the other day we were doing fintech. We're doing a fintech edition, and I was explaining to a really prominent banker in Dubai about M-Pesa, and she was shocked that you can actually trade using your phone. You never have to, you don't have to, like you rarely touch your bank account. You don't touch your visa, it's just on phone. So there's some things that are so easy for us in Africa, but we people here are just completely amazed at us.
Yeah.
But we have this mentality of really minimizing ourselves, of looking at ourselves like, oh, we are not enough. Or, I mean, yes, there's a lot which you need to learn in terms of adopting. But
Yes.
what is it that, what kind of mindset that you need to leave behind when coming to Dubai, and what kind of mindset do you need to adopt when coming to Dubai?
Mr. Bonnie, first thing you need to understand that some people, no matter how you can talk to them, they just love 8 to 5, 9 to 5 job. Some people, they are not entrepreneur by birth. Like me, I've never been employed. Actually, I've been employed twice only. I have never been employed in my life. Okay? I love entrepreneurship. If you cut my hand now, it's entrepreneur. Okay? But again, it's not a walk in the park, Mr. Bonnie. Entrepreneurship is not easy, just like people think. Otherwise, everyone could be an entrepreneur, right? Like, for example, there are some people complaining, oh, I don't want my job like a 9 to 5 job every day. I have to go to work. If you start entrepreneurship, you don't have shift. You can work day shift, you can work night shift, you can work all shifts. This one, if you're not ready for this kind of pressure, I can tell you, please, don't join us. But again,
there's something I posted on my Instagram. If you guys go Bonnie and Nyaga, the clock, you see the clock. That says, oh, the time for the Awaka is like this.
Yes.
Then the time for is like this. Then if you have a clock, so the time of the entrepreneur is like this.
It's going like this.
You don't clock out.
You know, Bonnie, I arrived around 4 a.m. Okay.
Back into Dubai.
Day morning, 4 a.m. Yes. Yes, 4 a.m. By 10 a.m. I was in my office.
Wow. Wow.
Yes. Yeah, you can imagine. Huh? Yeah.
Wow.
And I don't have off days, Mr. Bonnie. I don't have off days. You call me 2 a.m., you will find me. You call me 4 a.m., you will find me. I don't switch off my internet as well. I'm always available 24/7.
Wow.
Because I have to be online.
And also, that's something that people really need to understand about the Dubai ecosystem, because the corporate culture there is very different. You see, here, what happens is you approach someone, you call them, you set up a meeting, and then you come do a presentation. Then after you've done a presentation, they tell you go back. Then they set a meeting for you to come have a meeting. Then you guys have a Zoom meeting. Then you guys, you revert back by close of business, and then you touch base. Then after that, you come back for another meeting. In Dubai, you literally have one meeting. You sit down, you discuss something, and by the next day, someone wants you to close that deal.
That is it. I met Mr. Kevin. I met Mr. Kevin, the guy who did my website. We met once, and the following day, I gave him down payment. After 2 weeks, the website is ready. I paid everything, and that is it. We don't waste time in Dubai. That's how we say, yeah. And Bonnie, back to your question. So no human is limited, as you just said. If you believe you can do it, do it. It does not matter how slow you will move. Just do it. It doesn't matter. Please, if you think you want to start entrepreneurship in Dubai, please just begin, and you will learn as time goes by. Yes.
Awesome. So, Christy, I'm going to bring you back, Christy and Ashley. Same question. Just tell what are those mindsets, and maybe I can hear from Christy first. Tell us more about background of coming from Nigeria and all that kind of a thing. What are some of the mindsets that people need to overcome? People from Africa, maybe you can speak people from Nigeria specifically, but what are some of the mindsets people from Africa need to overcome in order for them to be successful in Dubai?
Yeah, actually, from experience, I could say that when you are when you are deciding to leave to relocate to another country, first thing you should have at the back of your mind is have a goal, have a plan. Don't just, I'm tired of this country, I want to change the space, I want to be somewhere, and you just boom, get into the flight and get to another country. Trust me, you spend 10 years without finding your strength there. Now you can imagine most of I could hear most of the testimonies of all the CEOs here, and I could hear some like 5 years, 10 years, and it will surprise you that some have been here for close to 19 years and they have still not found themselves. Why? Because they left traveling without any goal, without any plan. So when you are leaving, when you're changing location, make sure you have a plan. You have a goal to achieve, and don't just plan, pursue it. Work hard towards it. And trust me, you will never regret any action you take.
So true. So true. So true. Oh my goodness. Amen to that. And by the way, you've literally spoken into two and the passion, or the actually it's an obsession that we have.
I guess he's frozen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bonnie,
Oh,
we cannot hear
yeah.
you. Christy, can you hear me?
Oh, Mr. Ivinalis.
Yes, how are
hear
you?
you loud and clear. I'm fine, thank you. Nice to meet you again, even though not physical.
On 28th this month, you should be there, okay?
Okay, this month
Same place,
28th. It's
same
fine.
place,
Same
either
place,
today.
same time. Just give me what you want on WhatsApp and I have you covered. Trust me on that.
Yes,
Jeff,
after
am I
this,
invited?
after this, give me a message, then I'll give you my order, and don't miss. You have to come there, okay?
Oh, fine. This year, I
Last time you
promise
missed,
I'm
you
going to
remember
be
my
there.
first anniversary? My
I
first
did.
anniversary, you missed.
I'm sorry, but this year, I promise you I'm going to be there live.
Actually,
And Jeff,
quality,
why am I
actually,
not
quality,
invited?
actually, quality, I'm inviting you as well.
All right.
In fact, I'm
I was
inviting anyone who will be available.
28th. Which marina are you
Yes, this
docking?
month on Saturday, Business Bay. Not it's a
Business
Business
Bay
Bay Marina.
Marina.
Yes.
Okay.
Not the one people know like Dubai Marina. It's different one. There's Dubai Marina and there's Business Marina.
Okay.
Yes.
So you had it,
Yacht
guys.
party?
28th of September, Business Bay
Yes,
Marina.
this
You've
month.
been celebrating 2
Yes,
years.
I have a houseboat. It's a new houseboat.
Uh-huh.
It can
Whoa.
accommodate up to 130 passengers.
Wow.
Yes, there will be live barbecue. It's 5 hours cruise, 4 p.m.
5 hours.
until 9. Yes, 4 p.m. until 9 p.m. There will be best Kenyan DJs there. We'll have live barbecue. We'll have, celebrity meet and greets. Yes.
Yeah.
And of course, people will meet there. People will network. Yes.
Hey, I was to come in October, and why are you tempting me to come to
Please,
Dubai
okay,
in
no worries.
September?
In October, we can organize for you. By the way, you are doing a good job, Mr. Boni,
Yeah,
for giving us this
we need to
platform.
talk
We're
because,
going to do something for you. Just let me know. I'll give you a yacht party. Don't worry about that. Yes.
yes, definitely.
Yes.
I won't mention, but I wanna come down with a very big celebrity, and we wanna do a yacht
Come
party
with him
down
and
there.
let me know 1 week before and leave the rest to me.
Awesome.
Yes.
Also, we're gonna do we are also working. It's in the work. So Formula One, the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. We are planning.
Wow. It's happening, I think, December, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So
Okay.
you insist.
You're here
So
too.
before I was cut out, I said on Mondays, every Monday we have a platform called Patakazi Dubai. Okay, you guys will help me spread the word. And like you said, Juvenalis, not everyone is tuned towards entrepreneurship. There are people who do it part time, just to stabilize your finances and all. But not everyone is attuned to entrepreneurship. Some people are professionals. However, the thing is, there's potential also for you in Dubai to really grow your profession. Okay, and that's what we are working with the HT Crew. HT Crew in Dubai Hassan Timrizi is an amazing HR expert with more than 20 years in HR. And so we've partnered every single week on Monday, 6 p.m. Kenya time, 7 p.m. Dubai time. Patakazi Dubai is a new platform where we are helping you to learn about the job market, understand. We're doing career counseling. We're helping you. Like last week, we were talking about CVs. Next week, we're going to be talking about different sectors, understand the sector you're in. And like Christy was saying, have a plan. Okay. Hope is not a strategy. Okay, guys. There's no way just and it's so sad, especially on the work side, you find guys just book a flight. When I was the reason why I actually started Patakazi was because initially I was just doing the business. I was just taking entrepreneurs to Dubai, taking them around. And by the way, we do events. And also, Christy, when we come in October, you need to come also for our event to Africa UAE Business Summit.
I will definitely be there. I promise this
I
time.
beg you have to come. Huh?
I will come, no worry.
Or else we'll have trouble, eh? We'll have trouble with a capital T.
I go carry cake, don't welcome you, safe.
I beg you, you come with cake, we cut it, eh?
No problem.
I'd gone to Christy's side. I left you Vinalis in our Kenya wenzangu. So that's the thing. So I actually, when I was there, I met this lady. She's from Kenya. You know the way you're talking in Dubai, it's interesting. You can actually spot a Kenyan. If you've been in Dubai long enough, you can literally spot a Kenyan. You look at someone and like, are you from Kenya? So we just bumped each other in the supermarket. And then she's telling me, she booked a flight, just went to Dubai. And now she's looking for a job. And I'm like, what kind of job are you looking for? It's like anything I can get. And I felt so bad because, and then I was actually there. I was actually invited to speak at Disrupt HR. So I was one of the speakers, Hassan and the team down there. And so I was in this room with so many HR experts. And I'm like, I have access to almost any recruiter in Dubai. And so that's why we started Patakazi Dubai, because you need to plan. Don't just wake up and go to places without a plan. So if it's business, I know business people do that. I've met with business people who do that. A guy just wakes up, goes, books a hotel in Deira, and then, wings it. They just go, they're told, oh, Alawir is where. The first day they ask around, they're told, oh, if you want fruits, go to Alawir. Then you go around, and then Alawir is huge. One thing about Dubai, I'm going to tell you, everything is absolutely humongous.
Yes.
If it's a mall, it is huge. If it is spare parts in Sharjah, it is huge. So you end up going around all over the place, almost meeting nothing. And even sometimes people go for exhibitions, whether it's GTEx or Gulf Foods, and like the World Trade Center is 300,000 square feet. So you go for GTEx, it will take you 5 hours just to figure out what is where, So, so guys, please, let's stop this winging, winging it. Let's stop this winging it, Let's, we are here as Africa UAE Business Summit. We are here as Patakazi. We are here as, UAE Africa Networking Group. Like, we are here. And by the way, Christy, you need to introduce me also to, what was that group you said? From your friend. What was it called?
Yes, it's Fine Blacks Experts. So I will send you the link. I'll send you the number of the CEO immediately after this this meeting.
Please do, because it's about networking, guys. You network and you cut down on so much, and even those trips that we usually do, 5 days. It's 5 days, but we'll plug you in. We even do an event. We usually do an event at Kiza. Once the details are confirmed, we'll definitely tell you more about it. We plug you in, we take you to all the right meetings, and you get to meet this amazing community. You can see here, brothers and sisters from Uganda, from Egypt, from Nigeria. There's actually a community, an African community in Dubai that is ready to welcome you there. Please, let's go, let's plan. When you hear us going, come on board. I mean, even if you can't come in October or you can't come, by the way, Formula One, Africa UAE Business Summit, Formula One, we are coming. Okay? We're going to be there. And the vision for that again is to connect, because a lot of the top investors, the top billionaires in the world, that's Formula One is a billionaires game. It's a billionaires playground. So the idea is, while the billionaires are there, let's take the African entrepreneurs, let's plug them in, and not just African entrepreneurs in Africa, African entrepreneurs in all over, even in the UAE. You see, plugging you in with top investors, get you seated on the same table, and get investments going, expand. And I've spoken a lot to a lot of investment bankers, and the thing they say about Africans, we are so stuck on using our own money to grow. We have never understood the concept of other people's money. Okay. So, I mean, I work with some of the top developers in the country, and you'll find guys are funding their own projects up to 5 billion, 10 billion. Yet, across the world, you just walk to someone, you have a conversation, they give you $10 million, and off you go to expand your business, So that's one of the things we're also trying to do at the Africa UAE Business Summit, connecting African entrepreneurs across the world with top level investors, so that then you can scale up, take your business global, because we have global capacity. And by the way, you cannot convince me about the small Africans. You can't. There's no such thing as small Africans. It is only people who see themselves as small. So we've gone overboard a little bit, but let's do some closing remarks. Maybe we can start with Ashley. Ashley, give us a quality closing remark before we say goodbye to our people.
Oh, thank you so much, Bonnie, especially for giving me this opportunity, and also to William, the king of Africans. I've literally grown up with William. Like, I think when he met me, I was this kind of Ashley, and then every day he keeps adding so much value into my head, and what I can say is every African living in the United Arab Emirates should just generate professionalism. Like, each kind of job you're doing, do it at your best, because you're not only doing it for you as Jeff, but you're actually doing it for the entire Africans. So every time you are maybe working as a salesperson, you're not just working as a salesperson from Uganda or Kenya, but you are representing the entire, Africa at large. So do it at your best. And if you are also an entrepreneur, do not stop at your level. Go overboard, go for it, wherever it is. And other for I mean, we're gonna make it. We are going to make it. We are going to make those $10 million you're talking about, Bonnie. And for sure we shall. And just to give you a hint about the events for Ugandans in the UAE, I think what I've realized is that we as Africans do not actually support ourselves so much when it comes to events, like Kenyans are doing it as Kenyans, Nigerians are doing it as Nigerians. So would like to see more uniting ourselves into more events. Like, for example, in 28th of September, we're going to have an event that is arranged by Mimsy Events from Uganda. And it's called BOB. There are awards, but at the same time also they are uniting business people in Africa. So in the morning session, it will be strictly business, and afternoon it will be awards. And then in October, we have the Uganda Convention UAE. It's one of the best events for Ugandans that unites all from Uganda to the UAE. And we always have like specific people coming to teach about, let's say, national IDs for Uganda, passports, something like that. So let's come together, and also the Miss Uganda UAE. Um, so let's support each other and be together, because united we stand and divided we are gone. So me, I'm so thankful. At least I know Christy now. I've known Jeff. He's a very health competitor in the market, and I know he's so proud of me.
Very, very
Check.
proud of you.
Yes, and
Well,
we are.
actually, you know what, Ashley? Connect me with
Yes,
your group, and also Uganda. Let's do. We'll actually do a whole webinar just on focus on Uganda.
yes, we can
Why
do
not?
that.
Why not?
Yeah,
Why not?
sure.
So, and
That's
also so on 28th in the morning you start with
okay.
Ashley's event, and then in the afternoon. What time is your crew starting, Jeff?
Departure 4 p.m. But of course, there is a buffer of 2 hours. So I've indicated 2 p.m. I've given them 2 hours. You know, sometimes they can be late. Africa time.
Okay, so it's 2 p.m. guys. So you finish with the DOB and then head over to Jeff's event network, guys. Network, your network is your net.
Yeah, Jeff, I might not be there, but I can buy tickets.
Why? You should be there.
No, let her
You should
support.
be there.
She'll have an event. So there you go. Actually, Quality will buy 2 quality events, 2 quality tickets.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I'll buy tickets.
That's what support
VIP,
is about.
Yes.
That's what support is about. And let me tell you a trick. The Jewish community, the Indian community, all those communities, even the Chinese community, they grow because of that. They support each other. Like Jeff is doing something, I can't make it, but I'm gonna buy 2 tickets. Okay?
Yes.
And it's not just support by mouth, support by kind,
Yes.
So I don't know. Maybe you guys need to get me to Dubai. Hey, that's 28th. I need to be in Dubai.
It will be big.
Yeah, why
it will
not?
Be big.
At least we are the owner of the visas,
Yes.
There you go. There you go. In
Just
support
get
of
yourself
that,
a ticket.
Actually, can we do something for Bonnie?
Yes, I'm giving him a visa. I don't have a problem.
Okay, I'll give him one-way ticket. Let him give one-way ticket, right? Okay, I'll give you one-way ticket, Mr. Bonnie.
Hey,
yes.
You guys are not serious.
We are serious. One-way ticket for me. One-way Emirates ticket for me on 27th. You need to come one day before.
Hiya, where I was, guys, I was just joking, but guess not.
No, but we are serious.
No, I love this, and by the way, this is what I'm talking about. It's about taking action.
Yeah.
Get things done, guys. Don't just talk. Don't just talk. And like Christy was saying, step out. Start talk. Go out there. Even Henry also talked about that. I mean, the creation part, fine. He was inside, but once the software was ready, he got out. He spoke. And by the way, there's something, guy. I wish Henry was here. There's something Henry's talked about. Speak. Don't just shut up. Now here I was just looking, and I already have a visa and I have a ticket.
Yes.
You see, guys, talk about your idea. There's no crazy idea.
And I guess Christy gonna give you 3 nights accommodation.
I am here anytime, any day.
Oh, right.
Hey, this is interesting. So it looks like
don't forget my order, Christine. My
Definitely
second anniversary cake.
Don't worry. It's been jotted down already.
Okay.
Well, looks like I am coming to Dubai on 28th September. Come on, Chezo too.
No, 27th. You have to come a day before. 27th.
Okay, so I come on
28th, on 29th. Now you can go back to Kenya.
Hey! Wow, I love that. I love that. Love that. So, guys, talk. Okay, if you have an idea, talk about it. Share. We are here as Africa UAE Business Summit. William Stenhouse. William Aki, I wish William would join us. He's commenting on the. Someone send William the backstage link. William.
Bonnie.
Yeah.
I have 3 quotes before I leave. Huh?
Yes, please do.
I love the 3 quotes. Quote number 1. Quote number 1. No situation is permanent. I did not tell you about my story. We'll do this some other time, okay? So no situation is permanent. That's that's my number 1 quote. My number 2 quote: it's never too late to make a difference. And my last quote: if you remain in a comfort zone, that's how you will fail. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
No situation is permanent.
No situation is permanent. It's never too late to make a change.
Never too late.
If you remain in a comfort zone, Mr. Bonnie, that's how you will fail. Even my I think my TikTok, that's the bio on my TikTok. If you'll be in a comfort zone, that's how you'll fail. Ask Ashley. We never sleep. Tour agencies, they never sleep.
Not at all. Not at
How
all.
will you sleep? You have like 10 people at the airport going for airport to airport visa change. Who will send them the visa once it's approved?
No, no.
Mr. Boni.
So you had it. You had it right here. Boni Nyaga is going to Dubai, courtesy of Juvenalis Tourism
And Ashley Quality and Christy Becker.
and Christy Baker.
Yes. Yes.
There you go. Do not, and the message that I'm bringing is, guys, you're not small.
Before I forget, Mr. Boni, sorry for this. When people come together, great things happen. When people come together, great things happen.
William is saying mic drop. I don't have a mic. Where is my mic? Mic drop.
Means what?
As in Jeff. He's saying, Jeff, mic drop. You've given a hot point.
Thank you.
Mic drop by Jeff.
My
You know.
God,
Thank
William
you.
knows everybody. I didn't know even William knows Jeff.
And Ashley,
Yes?
yesterday, I think the day before yesterday, Bonnie was giving me courage to speak. I'm very shy. I'm really trying.
I was actually so
Shy than
surprised to
Christine.
see you here,
I'm really trying. This is my first time. I've never done this before.
When
I'll tell you
I saw you on the
That's
panel,
my
I was
gift.
like,
My
okay.
gift is I'm a conversationalist.
Okay.
And so my gift is communication. And the thing I told you, I remember, is there's no such thing as, just the same way I've never met you. We've actually done a lot of business together, but I've never met you physically. So the thing is, we were just on phone. We talked for almost a whole 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So I said, look, bro, it's just talking. You get fine. There's a camera in front of you. There's a whole bunch of people watching. But at the end of the day, communication. And that's a power. You see, the thing is, no person has all the gifts, and God has in his wisdom never gave all of us the gift. Okay.
Yes.
Like for me, my gift is communication. My gift is connecting. That's my strong point. Okay. Juvenalis, you have your strength. Christy has her strength in baking and the passion, and also your passion. Also, Ashley. And the thing is, and I'll add one more quote: small minds compete, big minds complement.
Yes.
That's true.
But now I think Juvenalis and Ashley are competing because they're both in tourism.
In fact, I'm learning from Ashley. She's my senior.
You get? There's no competition. Dubai, do you know what's let me tell you,
the first time
Dubai,
I knew Jeff, I was so surprised because he messaged me telling me, "Oh my God, I really like your work. You inspire me." I was like, "What?"
Yes.
I didn't actually expect. It's like, you're doing so good. Don't give up. I'm like, okay, that's good. And we reached even like a situation whereby we share suppliers. Oh my God, this is a good supplier. I'll follow him up.
Yes.
That's where we are.
So that's the thing. The cake is too big. Here's the
Too
thing. The
big,
cake is too big for everyone. If you try and eat all of it, you'll get constipation.
Hi, Mr. Boni. Can I take my leave now, please?
Yes.
No problem. No problem. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for this opportunity. And I want to say a big shout out to Mr. Williams too. Thank you for the patience. Thank you for the for the push. Thank you. God bless you. I'm really grateful for this opportunity.
Yeah, welcome.
Thank you.
Awesome. So I think I'd sent a link to William. Unfortunately, William couldn't be with us. He's always in meetings and always connecting Africans. But next week, Elder William, you have to join us. Wow. William is saying, Ashley has inspired hundreds of us. Keep going. We are so proud. We're so proud. Ashley, doing great job. Great. So you had it right here. Boni is going to Dubai.
Courtesy of Juvenalis Tourism and Ashley Tour and Travel. And Christy Becker.
And now let me tell you what I'm gonna do for you guys. I'm gonna give you publicity across Africa. Okay?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
You guys are gonna be on every single media house.
Thank you very much.
Africa. Okay?
Thank
TV,
you.
radio, the whole thing. I'm actually gonna do a whole media tour of Boni. Boni goes to Dubai.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So we grow each other. We help each other, guys.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
I really hope we can. And one thing I think about this trip is just to inspire Africans to work together.
Yes, definitely. Yes.
So let's see how. Let's see what we can achieve when we work together. Okay.
Yes.
And let this be a testament of, guys, this is what we can achieve if we work together.
Yes.
Awesome, guys. So
All
that
right.
is it. You'll be hearing more about Boni to Dubai.
Yes.
In previous things, in frequent things, and you'll be hearing more about that trip. And we're gonna make it big. You never know, I may even come with a celebrity.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. You never know.
Yeah.
So anyway, guys, I know we've taken way longer than we expected, but the thing is, this was a powerful session. I hope
Very.
you've been educated. I hope you have been inspired, and I hope you've been informed. And please get out there. You're not too small. Technology, man. Like literally, I am doing this on my phone. This is my phone. I mean, I have a laptop here, but we are doing this on our phones. Okay, so technology exists, guys. You don't have you're not small. You have everything you need in your hand to really make your dreams come true.
Yeah.
Awesome, guys. That is it. Until next week, so Monday, join us for Patakazi Dubai. Thursday, join us for the Africa UAE Business Summit.
7 p.m., right? Monday, 7 p.m., huh?
Monday, 7 p.m. Yes, I'll send you the links and everything.
Okay.
Let's do this, guys. Let's grow. Let's go global because we have the capacity.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Bunny.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, Bonnie.
Okay, goodbye, Ashley. And yeah, so you had it here, folks. Like a joke. On the 27th, looks like I'm going to Dubai. Looks like I'm going to Dubai on 27th. Just like that. And I think I'm just gonna make this trip about yeah, it's possible, guys. It is absolutely possible. Anything is possible, it can be done. It can be done, it should be done, it must be done. As Africans, guys, let's step out. Let's stop this minimalizing ourselves. Let's stop this limiting ourselves of thinking, oh, I can't do this. Oh, no. You have what it takes in you. You just need to start taking the baby steps, small steps, and you never know. People will support you. I mean, it was just a joke, but there you go. They're doing it. So I'm gonna be left with Ashley and Juvinandis in the backstage, but for the rest of you guys, that's our time. Until next time, this is Bonnie _Nyaga. Have a great day.